It's February, and this month's newsletter, instead of writing, I thought I would like to be on camera and speak to you in person. So today I have a thought, and it starts from a quote from Marie Folio: "Start before you're ready." I remember when I first started being a yoga teacher, the biggest mind block, the roadblock, is I'm not ready yet, right? I'm not ready yet. And in some ways, I don't know, maybe I feel like one day I'll be ready, something out of the blue, I'll be ready. And wait, right? As I want to wait, and then want to think or imagine that one day I'll be ready, and then I will be starting to teach. Obviously, we all know that's not the case, but we do have this mindset to tell us that we're not ready yet, and think that someday there will be a perfect time to start. And a roadblock that I normally have is I'm not good enough, right? I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to teach yet. And again, it's another of those limited belief or limited mindset that we all have at some point, thinking that we're not good enough. And actually, you know what? I actually think thinking we're not good enough is not a bad thing. Imagine that you think you're really good, like I'm so good. When you think you're good enough, then usually it can turn into arrogance, and most importantly is you or we will not wanting or not thinking that there's a room of improvement. So where am I leading this to? Is to thinking about how, as we as yoga teachers can do our work, invest in ourselves, and also being willing to take the leap and to start before we are ready, or to even think we're not enough to do the work that we're supposed to do. I remember when I think about that, I was ready and I wasn't good enough. And when I told my teacher about that, he kind of gave me a smack, right? He said, "That's just your ego talking. Why are you teaching? Why do you want to teach in the very beginning? Is it about you?" No, it's not about you. It's about your students. It's about our duty or our wish or our passion, whatever that is that we sign up for a 200-hour teacher training in the very beginning, is to do something to serve the world, is to give our service. They obviously, we love yoga, and I do too. And then it's actually a privilege and very lucky that if this is something that we love and it can be a career of ours. Not a lot of people can have a job on something that they truly love. So when you sign up your 200-hour teacher training and thinking about, I want to impact people and help other people to experience what you have in your yoga journey that transformed you, that was your big passion, your dream goal. That's what you wanted to do. And then after your 200 hours, then you said, now, I'm not ready yet. It's not the time yet, right? I'm not good enough yet. And this is kind of copping out, or to be blunt, these are making excuses. I had that too, right? So when I reflect on what happened to me back then, it's two things. I seek help. I look for help because I don't like being stuck. I felt that way. I felt I'm not good enough. I felt like I'm not ready. But instead of just sitting and in that stuck, I seek help. I talk to people. And then I also joined a mentorship program. And when I joined this mentorship program, yes, I'm seeking some support, but most of the time is really because I know that if I go to that program, I would be meeting other people that are just like me, that are stuck but wanting to take the next step. right? Meaning that all of us, like 40 something people, more 100 people, finish the 200 hours and then they're kind of stuck. The people who actually would go to the mentorship program are the ones that are willing to take the next step, right? The next step. I'm willing to do a little bit more to kind of fill the gap so that I can have the next step. And this next step is really hard. This next step, the first step, is really hard. The first step, if you finish 200 hours, and the next step is teach. My God, that's overwhelming, right? I don't think I want to do that because I feel like, oh, if I don't teach a good class, if I mess it up, like what's we gonna do? Like we will. But me actually participating in this mentorship program and have this smaller group of people that we are in some ways like suffering together, but also without the burden of the 200-hour training, which you mainly are absorbing information from your teacher. It's also usually a bigger group, and then it's always also kind of like very time sensitive, meaning that there's a lot to go through in that 200 hours. There's a particular curriculum that you need to follow and finish. There's teaching, philosophy, anatomy, blah, 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 like so much. While a mentorship program is different because what it is, there's only one goal, one thing, is to bridge the gap so that you can feel more comfortable, feel more confident, and also kind of like I put that step in front of you so you can have the first step, even when you're not ready. So you will start before you're ready. And then the second thing is accountability, right? Meaning that, okay, I feel so stuck doing this alone. But now we have like a small group of people that we can support each other, including teaching each other in the safe space, including sharing our struggles. And I remember in the beginning of my yoga journey, before I actually start to apply for studios, something that we do is we practice teaching with each other. Also, we co-teach, right? Okay, let's just find a venue, do an event. Mine was in my rooftop, right? So for about 6 months before I actually got a job, I taught yoga at my home on my rooftop. I have a rooftop, I have a space. And every month I co-teach with another graduate from teacher training, and then we teach together, right? And we together bring in other people, and then we teach class. And when we teach, we have each other support, and then we each bringing in some different students and friends, and it was great. And really, that's how I started. I started that. And once I started, then things are easy, including applying for a job, including applying to the studio. Also, I have track record, meaning that I can tell people, yes, I have started and I have been teaching yoga on my rooftop, and I have been practicing. And this is big, this is huge, because I think many new yoga teachers, when they first apply their first job, it was like, I just come out 200. Do you have teaching experience? No. And being able to say that you have teaching experience and you create that opportunity for yourself to a studio owner, I think this makes the difference. Meaning that, hey, you know what? This is the person that even she's not good yet, she has been willing to try and willing to take the first step. And to remind everyone, most studios don't hire you for your skills. Skills can be developed, right? Your techniques, the way to sequence, the way you talk, is the character that matters, like who you are as a person. They want you to be able to show up, to be proactive, and then also to be courageous, right? This is all good qualities for yoga teachers, and that would be seen if you actually take the first step. So yoga teachers out there, I want to ask you, like, who are you out there that have taken your 200 hours training and have not moved? And how long has that been? 3 months, 4 months, 6 months? And even you have started teaching, maybe, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna start teaching my friends for a while and then let's see what happens. So that's another one, right? But at some point, you gotta get out of your comfort zone and impact more people, right? Impact more people. This is where we wanna do, right? We want to teach more people. We want to spread the word of yoga, right? If you are teaching 5 of your friends, you are impacting 5 friends, right? If you are teaching 1 class, going to a studio, even you have 1 class, have 12 people, that 1 hour of your time, you're impacting 12, right? So how do you want to impact through your teachings of yoga? So I am going to be running a mentorship program, and the reason why I really want to do this is because I personally need mentors, right? So for all these years, it never stopped. Like even I've been teaching yoga for over 10 years, right? I still have my mentors, and it is what keeps me in track for my whole yoga journey, right? So all the time. So no, it's not just in the beginning. I have my mentors, I have my coaches, and I keep speaking to these people who are a little bit ahead of me, and also a lot of times they almost know what I need before I know I need it, right? So that's how a good mentor is. And at the same time, when I'm in these programs sometimes, so I do one-on-one sometimes, and I also do the group program, then I feel I'm connected to other people, and knowing that we are not alone, right? You know, you're having support from other people who share the same passion and skills and struggles. It's super helpful to keep us going. So in the month of April and May, I'm going to run a 6-week mentorship program. And this program is going to be a small group of people, so you feel safe. And then this will be a small group of people that you will connect with for 6 weeks. And throughout these 6 weeks, we will start from getting clarified about what you want to teach, and also your manifestation of who you are as a yoga teacher. So you know what you want, right? The big picture goal. And then we will have some practical sessions, including on how to teach, you know, through the language, of course, and then also some adjustments, and at the same time learn how to prepare your classes in the sequence. We will also talk about the business of yoga, including how to get a job. And then how to get a job, and at the same time a little bit on how to market yourself, right, on social media, or you know, any venues that you are you want to show yourself up on, right? And I'm very excited about this program because I personally benefits from it. Previously, the way that this program is run is through like a weekend workshop or in a short period of time. But more and more, I feel like I prefer to have a slightly longer program, and then during each week there's a little bit of homework and also reflection time, so you can digest. And also I feel that having a weekend crash course, that's such a bad word, but the weekend like intensive workshop, and to try to give you as much as you need, it's not as effective in guiding you into a 6 weeks structured curriculum to start from the very beginning, from the mindset into like the hands-on practicum, and then into the action step going forward, so you don't feel overwhelmed. Because I think the main thing about yoga teachers to start at the beginning is the overwhelmness, and then pan it out the step by step to take you from you get out of the 200 hours wanting to teach, redefining your goals and visions, and then small steps into when the end of the program you're ready, or at least you know how to move forward smoothly, and you will already have the foundation and the stones for you to actually build or going on forward. So this program is going to be limited to a small group of people because I actually prefer it relatively small. I want to I want everyone to be able to connect and support each other. So I don't really want a big group, and I also want to individually work with each one of you. And this program will be run online. And the reason why I want to run this online is because I think there are some content that are better to do online, right? For example, if we're in a room together and I have you manifest your goals, right? You may need more time on that. So I would like to make it online, and then we also can, it's just a little bit more flexible with the time with everyone too these days, because I think many of us are trying to get back into the physical space and teachings, and time, or finding the time could be an issue. So I decided to have the 6-week program online. So if you do miss a session, then you can still watch the replay and then continue to do the work without having any reasons to stop you. For example, you have to show up at a particular time and place. I am very excited about this, but I'm also super serious about this, and knowing that this is what most teachers need out there. Doesn't matter whether you are fresh off the boat or having quite a while of experience and feel that you need some, I won't say advice, but need some hand holding on to continue to do the work that we do. So yes, I market this as for newer yoga teachers, right? But if you are one that feel like you want to connect and also a little bit stuck with where you are, this can be a program for you as well. I'm super serious about this mentorship work to a point that this year, this is where I'm going to dedicate more resources to. Reason really behind is I consistently hear about this stuckness or lack of motivation or lack of clarity, or if you're teaching, like burnout and just kind of losing the purpose or the joy of what we found in yoga in the first place. And I'm very lucky that I never had that feeling. Maybe sometimes I feel tired or frustrated sometimes too, but never a day that I show up in my class and I don't feel this is what I meant to do and I love doing this. And I want you to feel the same. And I want you to remember why you started yoga, why you want to teach and take action. Start before you're ready, but I will help you get started. So this is my message for you. If you have any questions about the mentorship program, please reach out to me. And I really look forward to work with you if you're interested. I will have other programs, shorter programs that are more on specific skills coming up in this year. And again, this year's calling and purpose is to support other yoga teachers, build a community so we can grow, learn, and evolve together.